Hello, everyone. My name is Aldana Allen, and I serve as the pastor of St. Mark's United Methodist Church in South Charlotte, here in the Metro District. It's also my joy to serve on the Board of Ordained Ministry as the discernment team chair of Team 4. So I'll be meeting some of you personally and individually, and I'm looking forward to that. It's been my opportunity to come this time and to speak with you on the subject, the paper is done, now what? Or what to do when the paper is through. So I'm going to give you some tips and some pointers and some things to think about as you are coming to the close of your writing. The first thing that I want to say is that you want to make sure that you have been proofreading your paper thoroughly. I know that's been mentioned by a few other people on this orientation already, but I want to echo their sentiments as well. We want to make sure that you are submitting your absolute best work. And to do that, it would be wise if you had at least one proofreader and possibly even two. You might want to have one person who will read for content and have another person who's reading specifically looking for grammatical errors and things of that nature. So again, make sure you are thoroughly proofreading your paper. Once you've done that, it's time to celebrate your success. You've completed the paper. Amen. You should take a moment to enjoy the progress that you've been making. I don't know how you would like to celebrate, but take a moment to be with your friends and your family, to give God thanks, to breathe, and to be ready for the next part of the journey. But this is a milestone along the way, and you have come to a point of success. So congratulations on making sure that everything is written, and now you are fully ready to submit your paper. Now, after you've pressed send on that button, there's still an important task that you have to maintain. We want to make sure that you are keeping track of diligent communications with all parties who are involved. It is your responsibility to make sure that your documents arrive intact and on time. Let me say that again. I need to emphasize that. It is your responsibility to make sure that all of your materials arrive to the destination. And once you know the name of the team leader to whom you are assigned, it is appropriate for you to reach out to that person. You can send them a courtesy email introducing yourself, and you can ask them some questions directly. For example, you can ask them, did my theology section arrive intact, or were there parts missing? Was there a page that did not make it? You can ask them directly, did the YouTube link work properly? Did it open, and did the sermon or the Bible study play the way it was supposed to, or is something missing? Again, one more time, it is your responsibility to make sure that all of your materials are in. Once your team leader receives those materials, they're not going to read through it thoroughly at that time. The discernment team chair will read through it thoroughly with the team at the appropriate time. But what we will do is we will take a quick scan to see that all the components are there. So we will be assisting you in this, but please do not feel as though you're pestering us or bothering us. As a matter of fact, we see it the exact opposite way. When you send that email, when you make that phone call, we believe that you are taking initiative for your process. We celebrate that with you. Now, dear friends, my next suggestion for you will be that you take some time to practice your interview. Before you come before the board, you want to make sure that you have read over your paper again so that you are thoroughly familiar with it. And it also would be a good idea to take some time to sit with a good friend and to actually practice answering questions with them. Imagine some of the questions that might come up around the theology section, or somebody may have a question about the Bible study, and just do a mock interview with your friend. This will help you become comfortable with the interview style and process, and will sharpen you and make you a bit more prepared as you come before the board. Again, hope you have heard us say this, other people in the orientation say this, we're not out to get you, we are on your side. We look forward to being in ministry with you as colleagues, but this is a process by which we want to make sure that people are thoroughly vetted. And so again, take this seriously. Another thought would be to mention this to your SPPRC chair and to your congregation. Your church family is always looking for ways in which they can help you and come alongside. And one critical way that they can do that is by giving you the Sunday before your interview or the Sunday after your interview, or both if you're so fortunate, to give you both of those Sundays off. Stress to them that this is not part of vacation time, that this is still work and that you're putting in work for the conference. But if they would be so willing as to give you the Sunday before your interview off so that you can have your mind fully set and prepared, that's one way that they can prayerfully come alongside of you and help you in this journey. And again, we celebrate all of this with you. As I've already said, we look forward to the day which we can call you our ministry colleagues and friends and see you on that stage ordained. We are working with you and celebrating all that God is already doing. We believe that God has touched your heart in a very special way and is calling you into ministry in many and exciting ways. So we are a part of you and with you in this journey. Help us as we help you, and you be blessed.